Hey guys, my name is Riad, and welcome back to another episode of Puffin Planes, where last episode is probably the most difficult episode I've ever had. I recently updated to the new beta version, which changed so much in the game. It drastically changed the prices. Now my routes are more busy than ever, but we managed to kind of succeed through these quarters. I'm still the CEO, and we've also managed to expand to South America. Oh my goodness me, I can already see the goals being absolutely crazy. Now, hopefully, we can remain as CEO. We got a busy route here right now. Which one is this one? This is the Houston to Madrid. It looks like that could do with an additional plane on there. I'll throw another PAX 400 on there. We seem to have quite a few of those. I spent quite a few pennies right now on buying new airlines or new planes. And this route here is quite busy too. Let me quickly pause. Is this the Los Angeles to Sydney? Now that's really long, and I think what the issue is, it just takes so long for the plane to get there. So I think I'll throw another PAX 400 on that. Let it do what it's got to do. This route here is the Riad to Sydney. Suffers from the same principle of the fact that it's not the fact that the plane hasn't got enough capacity, it's just way too long. So I do another 400 on that. So we have two planes arriving simultaneously, which will then cut the arrival times or the rate in half. Or at least that's what I'm thinking anyway. That's what I'm thinking. So what is this next goal? Oh, this is going to be interesting now, boys. What is this next goal going to be? Could this be the episode where I finally fail? Have at least 279 airport upgrades across our network, or 289 to exceed them. I'll take... Let's see what they're going to give me first. No, I'll take the cash. Right, I'll take the cash. Now, I only need to do 5 more upgrades to get it to the point where we've met the expectations. So I'll grab the hangar and the small lounge. Very good. New York, we'll give a small lounge. Chicago... We'll do a small lounge. This is going to give us, or increases the patience, but also gives us the ability to have more visitors. Right, small lounges being thrown in. That now exceeds our expectations, but I'm coming to the point where I'm running out of money. Right, lounge is all good there. Can I squeeze any lounges in? I think we've pretty much done all the lounges in these areas. Are you busy? I don't know if I mean, do I have enough money, honestly, to try and push to exceeding these goals? I feel like it's now getting more and more difficult to exceed the goals. That's how I feel right now. It's starting to get a little bit more difficult. I'll get a lounge here anyway, because that is obviously going to be beneficial. But I do have 6.6 days, so maybe I could. Now, what about... I mean, it's getting difficult right now to buy another 8 airport upgrades. I could buy cheaper ones, but what's cheap these days? Absolutely nothing. Yeah, absolutely nothing is cheap these days. Now, I'm going to hold out. Let me fast forward. For Manila to have a small lounge. But I'm spending money that I could save for the next quarter's goal. That's the other side of it as well. So all it's doing there is kind of increasing the patience. So they're able to kind of uphold more delays and backlog than normal. But look at it, boys. It is crazy. Now, sort by amount of people here. Moscow is a very busy route. We do have planes flying back and forth right now. They're all being loading up. Is that the, that's our, no, it's the PAX 125. I thought it was the Concorde, the Roebling that we've recently unlocked. But it's not. Delhi's looking busy, isn't it? Damn. Demands. Getting rid of the connecting flights or the impossible ones does help out, but let's just hold out right now. There's no way I'm exceeding this goal, so we're just going to hold out. Now, I am waiting for that moment where they go, yo, Seniac, time to expand. And I go, oh no, I've got not enough money. That's going to happen next. I am, how do I put this? Losing confidence very quickly. Now, what we probably should look at as well, if I put it into play mode, we should kind of like, one thing I haven't done is take a look at my routes. Where's my routes button? Is it this one? Routes. Sort by profitability. And what's losing me the most amount of money? So if I scroll all the way down, We've got the Los Angeles to Sydney line is losing me the most amount of money. Riad to Sydney. And I think that's mainly down to the fact that I do have the 400s on there, and there's not really that much demand. Now, I could put some smaller planes. Right. The Roebling will be good. Or to be honest with you, I don't think we need Sydney. Oh, what is this here? A group of investors want to build a theme park in... Ask them to downsize this project. I'm going to ask them to downsize it. We still get a bonus anyway. We still get a bonus. Is there that much need to have Los Angeles to Sydney? But then again, the same for Riad to Sydney. I might get rid of this one because this one is losing me money, that line. I can save it, get some planes back. Now this one, the planes are flying together, which is kind of annoying. That really is kind of annoying. I'm going to decommission that one plane. And I just want to see if that line actually makes any profit. But we kind of need to reevaluate some of the lines that we do have just to see if they're making sense. Because I could be losing a lot of cash. Right, so expand your presence to the Caribbean. Okay, right, give me... Oh, that doesn't seem like it's going to be enough cash. But, you know, what can I do at this point? It's getting more difficult. Now, do we... This is going to be interesting. Do I pick a central location? I could use Miami as the hub for all of the Caribbean places. So if I unlock this and then start flying to each one of these. So Havana... We're definitely going to go with the Picos. We do have a veteran, but I'll save the veteran for just a moment. Havana there. Kingston. Oh, hang on, we've got micros. I just realized I got a bunch of micros I'm not using. That saves me then buying new planes. I'm just paying for the route. Right, micro. Bam. How much have I got right now? Now it's getting a little bit expensive with the distance that we're now flying. I need 2 more sets up. 2 more sets up. So we'll go to here with the... Oh, that's only 45,000 big ones. That was pretty cheap. The micro. Right, that gets me to exceed the expectations. But... No, sorry, not exceed. Meet the expectations. But we could definitely exceed them. We definitely could exceed them. We need to do 5 more. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to have to unlock... another city. Now, if I was to go to these, they'll tell me the price before I do anything. What's the cheapest one? You're the cheapest one in Georgetown. So get the micro there. Order you. Very good, very good. And then I think this is the next cheapest one, the 66,000 one. So those planes are now flying for the first time in the Caribbean, or the Caribbean, depending on where you are in the world. Right, get a micro. Bam. So I need to do 3 more. So looking at how much I need to spend, plus I need to unlock another city, which we have. Is it Nassau? Is that how you pronounce it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, boys. Right, let's fast forward to get some money in the bank now. And then we have to do connections from Miami elsewhere. Also, Miami... There's a lot of passengers with no destinations right now. So I could, in reality, fly to Houston on a... Oh, I can't do a 125. I'm going to have to cancel that for a minute. They're just going to have to put up with it for just a second, but they will not be happy. They are not going to be happy, boys. So Miami to you, you're a bit cheaper. Create that flight. We just need 2 more. We just need 2 more. This is exciting. How is this? I mean, are these places here technically the Caribbean? I would have classed these as North, South America, if that makes sense. Or just South America in general. Right, we need to kind of create a connection right now. I'm going to have to do it somewhere. We'll definitely go to Houston. Right? And... I want to do a 125, but I can't afford it because I need more cash. Now, there's disapproval happening, which means they're not going to be happy, right? They're just not going to be happy. Because there's a lot of passengers that want to go out of here. Now, I don't have the plane to do this. Oh, okay, we're going to have to sort this out now. Right, we're going to have to just pick a plane. Well, I'm going to have to pick a 400. Okay. There. To New York. Right, they don't cost me any money, these flights. There, a 400. Just to get the passengers out of here, okay? Just to get the passengers out of here, I've had to set that up. Annoying? Yes. Very annoying. But you gotta do what you gotta do, boys. You gotta do what you've gotta do. Right, yes, there's disapproval. But we shall get through this. Right, is there a way in which I'm able to exceed this right now? Now, I know I got a flight to here, which is 192,000 big ones. I have that. I can do that. But where can I unlock which is cheap? You are 133. You are 133. Is there no other places? You are 101. Okay, we're going to go for you for 101. We'll fly to you on a micro, which leaves me with 86,000 big ones, which is an issue because I've then ran out of planes. But I'm wondering if the veteran can fly to there. It can, but I need 129,000 big ones. So we're hoping we can get that with the days remaining that we have. Just so I can exceed my expectations. We're a bit of a mess in the Caribbean right now, but this is, I've got to do what I've got to do, boys. Needs must. Needs must at this point. Right, the planes are way too big on the lines to Miami. We know this. We 100% know this right now. And we also need to do upgrades to Miami as well. Because that city is very quickly going to crumble. Oh my goodness me. This is exciting and nerve-wracking all at the same time. But at least you got a bunch of the Caribbean set up and they're all flying to Miami. I can then do flights out of Miami elsewhere. Oh, look at the red routes everywhere as well. Right, now I've got to purchase more airport upgrades, which is perfect because that's what I technically need to do in Miami. But one problem. It's expensive. It's so expensive. You don't understand how expensive it is right now. I'll take the cash. Right, Miami, you get an upgrade. Right. Upgrade. Okay. That puts me to the point where I need 2 more upgrades. I don't know if I'm going to be able to meet these expectations. Because it's getting very expensive. It's getting unreal how expensive it's now getting. So let's take a look at this logically then with the existing routes. Big money losses right now is Los Angeles to Beijing. I get it. So I'm going to get rid of a plane. That will hopefully help me out. This route here is not making money. So I think I'm going to decommission, and put a 400 on it instead of the Roebling. Decommission you. This line here is 400, yeah. This line here, 400, yeah. So we're making money in transfers as well, but we're looking at the line overall as profit is what we're doing. And it is getting a little bit tasty. A little bit tasty. Right. Mexico City. We might need to do some smaller airports with upgrades. Chicago, New York, Boston, Detroit, Focus City. It's just for the sake of being able to get and to meet my expectations is all I'm doing. Right, other lines that are losing mass amounts of money. Los Angeles to Beijing, we've just sorted that one out. LA to Sydney, what's going on with this route? Now, are we just waiting for this to make cash? We've brought it down to 1 plane. We are making some money on transfers, but we're losing money on average. Obviously, it's a very expensive plane to run and maintain. I do have some ability to do some upgrades. I've done all the plane upgrades. Is there anything here I can maybe change? Now, I can increase the lounge income by 50%. That's huge. I could operating agreements are 20% cheaper. Yes. That will now, I'll be now paying, 20% less. That's like a given, right? That's a given. Anything here I could do? It's either or. So increase passenger income or increase comfort, slightly increases global reputation. I mean, that sounds good. Increase comfort by 25%. Increase plane capacity. Plane capacity does mean more passengers, which means more money. Or no. Why would you increase to increase that? We'll increase comfort here, or increase comfort there. We'll increase 25% comfort here. That'll make people a lot more happier. Right. Okay. Okay. Now, what about this route here? Does this route make money? Not really. No. Again, it feels like it's the wrong type of plane. It's the Roebling. But it makes money in transfers. But is that overall? I'm not sure. I'm like literally not sure. Now, we need to do one more upgrade. So we've got to figure out then, where's this upgrade going to take place? Where can it take place? Where's cheap enough for this upgrade to be? I need more money than you actually assume. Do I have enough days to get this cash together? Oh, dear God. Right. So, Moscow to Beijing. I'm looking at lines right now that have more planes. Moscow to Beijing is here. This route makes money on transfers, though. But I don't think it needs a 400 plane. I'll get rid of one of them and see what happens. Because sometimes I put the 400 plane on there, like, just to get rid of the backlog, but it's way over capacity to what I actually need it to be and do. Now, can you actually sell planes? I can sell a plane. I could sell one of these just so I've got enough cash to do these upgrades. Now that I've got enough cash, I've only got to do one more upgrade. So is there anywhere that would benefit from an upgrade? Manila. I mean, we do have a few flights going there, but it's not that bad at the moment. Sydney. That's very expensive just for one upgrade, though, isn't it? Right, Miami. We'll upgrade. Because it will be quite a busy one, so I'll upgrade this here. Right, that meets our expectations, but I'm going to throw it out there right now, guys. It's getting drastic. It is getting drastic. Right, this route between these two here, we're going to put a 400 plane on this. And then decommission you. That will then move the bulk of 700 passengers at each airport. Holy smokes, that is crazy. Right, plane's been repositioned. It's now boarding. It does take a while, though, doesn't it? And that will then move lots of people, he says. Lots of people will now get moved. Plane is now flying. Yay! Now we got to expand our presence in Brazil. Oh, no. Right, when I expressed to you, I do not have enough cash. I expressed to you right now, I do not have enough cash to do this. This could be game over. In fact, no, this will be game over. This will be game over. Right, so, Sao Paulo, we have to now look at this. Look, if I do Sao Paulo to Rio de Janeiro, I can't even say the word. I'm just that stressed. At a 125, bam. My money is instantly almost gone. It's instantly almost gone. Now, if I want to fly to the other destinations right now, I'm also going to need to order a plane. My money is now almost gone. Right. We're going to have to sell. You sell 2 of the roblings to fund this. I'm going to have to just straight up go picos and then deal with the consequences at a later date. That's all I can do at this point. What happened? Oh, that doesn't fly there because it's too far. Makes sense. Makes sense. Alright, just 2 more. A veteran order. Bam. Now, obviously, Buenos Aires. A 125 would be great here, but not enough cash. Unless I do a 400, because I got 3 of them. I mean, how much demand will there be? I'm going to have to do it. Then Sao Paulo. Do you know what? No. Because it will make this... There's no point me spending a plane just yet. How busy is this route going to get? Where does this route go? That goes to New York City. So we'll see how busy that now becomes. But I've met the goal, okay? Right. What happens next is I'm going to fail. Is what's going to happen next. I'm not confident in what is now about to become. Right. Now, they have to fly to New York to get to South America down here. Now, the big demands... the big demands to London. And Sao Paulo. Do you have London demands? Buenos Aires, there's a lot. We might fly from Buenos Aires all the way to London. Oh, no, sorry. We do have a route. I'm looking at the wrong thing, aren't I? I am looking at the wrong thing. We've got to look at demand here. So overview is how busy it is on the routes that we have. Demand is where they want to potentially go to. Now, don't want to fly to Batman. Did I just see Batman right now? I did. Yeah, it's tricky. I gotta make that a focus city to increase the throughput. It's building up between the airport. There's 1,000 people in Sao Paulo right now. We gotta do something about that. We have to do something about that. I could fly Sao Paulo to Riad. Just to get them out of here. Riad is a good little central location for them to then distribute evenly elsewhere. So that should move some passengers around. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it does. We shall see. If not, it was a waste of money. It was a waste of money. But is that number now going down in favour for this? I don't think this is changing much. Obviously, you got to give it time. But it depends on how much it increases by. Because that backlog is now starting to go down. It's just the initial backlog that kind of gets triggered. Okay, there's a lot of people now waiting here, so yeah, it does make some sense. It does make some sense to a certain degree. Right, shareholders, engineers coming into way for your planes. They are asking for some funding. I receive tokens. I don't know why I'm receiving tokens because, well, then again, I've got 2 more places I can kind of spend them. Increase passenger income or decrease comfort. See, I have increased it by 25, so I increased plane capacity. Right. So now my 400s are now 460. Oh my goodness me, that's carrying a lot more passengers, isn't it? That will definitely be carrying a lot more passengers. Now, time is going to end shortly. And I don't know how we managed to get through. Oh no. Right. Give me the cash. I need to get some well-serviced routes. Now, obviously, there's 2 here that are not well-serviced, right? But that's purely down to the fact that they're slightly a little bit overloaded at the moment. We have planes that now carry more cargo. And when I say cargo, I mean people. which once they're fully met, they will then go green. So there's that possibility that will kind of happen as time goes on. But we do need to sort out some more routes. Now, let's go to some places that we are quite near to, like Tampa here. I can throw a... Do you reckon a Pico's enough? There we go. Throw a little Pico on board. We'll try and fly for some more destinations here. Now, I was going to do Atlanta here, but I think now Miami's slightly taken over. We'll try and go into the Canadas. How big is Quebec? And Halifax? Right, they're enough that I can, you know, order a Pico on those. And what is this here? Marketplace. Oh, it's where you can buy multiples. Right, order you and fly. Yes. Did I get them? I did get them. I've just got a deal on 2 Picos, which is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Right, so, with that said, where can I also utilize the Picos again? McKay? Is that too far for a Pico? No. That's too far for a Pico. Right. You're 1.3 million C. I don't know if a Pico is too much there. It may be a bit too much. Right, where's Europe? Europe! Right, I'm trying to look to see any cities that we're not reaching to. There's these here. How big are you? Can I fly you to Istanbul? Or, no, too far. I'm asking too much for their Istanbul. Yes. Now, those routes that I've now just implemented, once the planes are on them, right, is that then enough to be classed as well serviced? Give them a little bit of time and have a little bit of fast forward. A little bit of a fast forward, boys. We need 2 more well service routes. Right, there we go. We got 570, but we're at 569. So we're on the cusp. To put it, boys. The cusp. Right. Another Pico. Belize City. We'll do a Pico. Right, and that then, with them extra 2, should put us more comfortably into meeting the expectations. Oh, do you know what? Exceeding them doesn't seem that far off. But what I mean, the money I've got to spend to exceed them, I could now just literally save it for the next quarter's goal. Literally 5 away. 5 away from exceeding it. But I'd rather save the money for the next goal, because I know that's going to be an issue. I do know that's going to be an issue. Right. We'll see what happens. Are we okay down here? Now, this route here is very busy, but the plane is flying back right now to pick up a load of people from Sao Paulo. It can carry an extra 60 people since we did that little upgrade. So that is a big help, but it is a very busy route. Oh, we're down to 573. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's terrifying. But we should be okay. There shouldn't be any... Oh, 572. 571. No, back up to 574. Right, we're okay. Stop stressing, boy. Oh, that is getting... That does get awfully close to the line, doesn't it? I mean... Roma's there. Do I just do Roma real quick? 571. Oh, God, Papa, yes, straight. Right, I've got 5. I could do maybe one of these. Do I go for income? I went for income. I went for income. We did it. We did it, we did it, we did it. Now, we're going to purchase more airport upgrades. So... Okay. We'll take the cash. We'll take the cash. I've got 1.4 million. And I need to do 6 upgrades. How? How am I doing 6 upgrades? Now, if I pick random little towns like McKay over here, it is not cheap by any means, but it's slightly cheaper to do the upgrades in these places compared to elsewhere. They're all getting long runways because it is below 300k to upgrade them. But then, I've got no money. Canberra's about to have a big runway. And I've just now met the expectations. Right, this has now legit stunted my growth. Okay? I am on the edge of making no money. I have a lot of lines here that do lose money, but when you look at it, you make transfer profit. But that's not good enough, is it? It's not good enough. This plane here doesn't do what I want it to do, and I can't order a new plane. I would like a PAX 125 on there, but it's just not viable. I could just get rid of the routes. Excuse me, decommission, which will force them to fly elsewhere and make them routes a bit more busy. So I'm now having to think about these lines. I'm going to get rid of this line. I've never had to cancel routes or close down routes before. Now we're having to do it. Again with you. It's not looking good, is it, boys? It's not looking good. We're getting a lot of transfer money, but not actual money on the line. It is becoming stressful. It is becoming stressful. Right, we're going to switch the plane out here. We're going to put a PAX on there and decommission you. Switch the planes out. A bit larger capacity. I feel like this line here doesn't really make much sense. No. I'd rather get rid of the lines than anything else. Right. That seems okay. Why is it difficult to select the line? We should start seeing these making more money now, as they're literally like the only routes in and out. Now this is a tricky one. I don't know why it's not making much. Well, I suppose it will as time goes on with now the changes to the other lines. It's a tricky one, boys. We've got to get, and you can see where it's all gone wrong. We did start to get less daily income, but now we've started to change a few things. It's creeping back up again. And you can tell when we updated the game, it just started to drop as everything got rebalanced. My balance has been so low for so long, which is not good. Reputation's still great. Average trip, again, you can tell when we had the update. Flight comfort, there's from those little upgrades that we did recently. But we got to get this daily, the higher we can get the daily income, the more, you know, we can spend. But we just got to make sure that we're not wasting cash. What's our most profitable route, by the way? It is the Tokyo to Osaka route. Wow. Or LA to Tokyo route are the best ones. To Osaka, which is this line here. Apparently that's really good. That's really good. That's actually quite surprising how well this one's doing. It really is. But there's a lot of people waiting. But it's making money. It's making money. This line, oh, the plane's on the way back anyway. So fast forward. Wait for it to unload. Loading back up. Off it flies. So what do you reckon it is? The wrong type of plane? Or do you reckon we just need another one to make it break even? Or is another one too much? So maybe I go for 125, but I can't afford to buy 125. My growth has now been stunted. So as we end this episode, I just want to see what this next goal is going to be. And it will decide whether we are staying as CEO in the next episode. Wait for it. Oh, good God. We need 463 more cities, which means we need to open up more operating agreements, which we did do that upgrade to make the operating agreements 20% cheaper. So if I take the cash, that's probably as much cash as I had in a very long time. I wouldn't say that these are, well, then again, look at how cheap some of these are. So if we dot around and look for the cheapest ones, I could maybe exceed this goal. So maybe there's still hope for us yet, boys. There might still be hope for us yet. So until next time, I will see you all soon. So goodbye.